All right, let's talk about Claudine Gay's "I'm out of here" moment at Harvard. This isn't just a resignation, it's more like a mic drop in the hallowed halls of academia. And let's be real, her departure statement had about as much soul as a canned sardine. You know, the kind that's so perfectly packaged it loses all flavor. Now, Claudine stepping down right on the heels of UPenn's president saying sayonara after a congressional grilling on campus speech specifically about the Israel-Gaza kerfuffle isn't just a coincidence. It's like watching dominoes fall in the Ivy League. But these aren't just any dominoes. They're gold-plated, engraved with free speech on one side and big money on the other. The folks over at the Harvard Corporation must have been sweating bullets. Why? Because nothing screams crisis like a 17% nosedive in early admissions and a Scrooge McDuck-sized vault of cash suddenly getting padlocked by nervous donors. So what do? They probably call Claudine into a room that smells of rich mahogany and old money and say, listen, it's been real, but you've got to take one for the team. But let's not kid ourselves. This isn't just about Claudine Gay or Harvard. It's a big flashing neon sign about what's going on in our colleges. It's like a soap opera titled As the University Turns, where every episode is about balancing the checkbook while trying not to offend anyone. So what's the takeaway from Claudine's exit stage left? It's that universities, these supposed bastions of free thought and debate, are getting a bit too cozy with the idea of playing it safe. I mean, when did colleges become so fragile that a little controversy sends them running for the hills? And let's talk about the role of money in education. Because when universities start looking more like businesses, worrying more about their bottom line than stirring the pot, you've got to wonder if we're preparing the next generation to think freely or just to keep the peace. In the end, Claudine Gay's goodbye is more than just a change in university leadership. It's a wake-up call, a reminder that our colleges need to get back to their roots, places where ideas can clash without fear, where debate is more important than donor dollars, and where presidents don't have to walk on eggshells worrying about who they might offend. So here's to hoping that the next head honcho at Harvard remembers why they're there in the first place, to stoke the fires of intellectual debate, not just to keep the ivy nice and trim. And that is something to think about. I'm W.J. O'Reilly. Be well, and hope to see you soon.